Let's get ready to roll.
The pole shootout yesterday came down to a final lap, final corner dive bomb move to start P1 in today's race. And despite that Q2 shootout only being 3 laps, there was a lot packed in there. We've come to expect that, however, anytime Marbula One comes to the Momotorway. Hey everybody, I'm Greg Woods in the land of Team Momo. Things didn't go great for him in qualifying, but as we have seen in the other times we have visited this track in Marbula One in seasons 1, 2, and 3, so much can happen. A new section as well, the Spike Moguls. What will that do? Westby was that dive bomber that ended up getting pole position over Cerulean and Yellow. Firo and Yellow Eye, who is a past winner here, starting in the top 5. Looking toward the back of the field, it was very disappointing for the home team, starting down in 18th, just in front of Anarchy and Ruzzy. Ready to go at the front. And we're rolling. Westby leads the field, but gets nudged aside by Yellow as they dive down through this first sector. Many marbles in qualifying took that inside of the split there. We have a mixture here in the opening lap of the race. Those Spike Moguls also claiming some victims. Yellow and Cerulean. Oh, we've got a yellow flag and a virtual safety marble. And one of the O'Rangers, yes. Clementon is stuck on the Spike Moguls. Let's see if the field can dislodge and get going again. If not, we will have to deploy the safety marble. Oh, and I think we have deployed the safety marble. In fact, no, we are back to green flag. Safety marble coming in this lap. Yellow is at the front of the field. Snowstorm has come up into second place, but will be side by side as they come off of the belt. Contact on the release. Snowstorm for the snowballs. Back in front. Most marbles taking that inside line. A couple carrying too much speed and leapfrog right over that split. Nerid has also climbed up very nicely to get into 3rd spot. Yellow, Westby, our pole sitter, down in 5th. Misty, Shock, Yellow Eye down to 8th now. Slime Line and Pinky Panther rounding up the top 10. Fastest lap goes to Cerulean, who has the lead. Snowstorm, Yellow. Go to the inside. You see the O'Rangers in there. Clementon is a lap down after being stuck on those Spike Moguls. Trying to get out of the way for some of the leaders. Difficult to do in some portions of this track. 1/4 of a second is Cerulean's lead. Yellow, Snowstorm, Nerid fighting. Gets a great launch off the belt and is trying to claim 2nd place here. Now loses back and into the clutches of Yellow Eye. That marble is putting together a charge through the field. Just got past there before they headed into that banking section. Cerulean stretched that lead by 0.05. A bit of a gap. Now back to Snowstorm. Off they come, and those top 2 are locked together. Cerulean and Yellow. Yellow thought about taking that outside line, but instead ducked back to the inside to shadow our leader, who got a little out of sorts through that drop. Nice recovery here, though. Looking in the inset there, that battle between Snowstorm and Yellow. That is how Snowstorm got 2nd place. Yellow Eye is also right there on Yellow. Tries to go to the inside. Couldn't get that one done. Snowstorm goes to the outside, and that's the slower pathway. That marble has lost a couple of positions. Red Eye has gained one, and with a touch of contact, begins streaking forward. Oh, look at this 3 marble battle. Nerid in front of Yellow and Snowstorm. Nerid for the Oceanics, a newcomer to Marbula One this year. Leading back and forth they go. Up front, Yellow Eye has taken the lead through those Spike Moguls. And what will Cerulean do? Just pass on the front stretch there. That was nice. Looking farther back in the pack, we've got some big gaps developing. This just keeps going back and forth. This is fantastic. Cerulean and Yellow. And now it's Cerulean and Yellow Eye. The former still holds fastest lap. Thus far, we are over halfway through this Grand Prix. The lead for Yellow Eye is over half a second now. And then it's a big gap back to Yellow, who really fell off on that lap, but is holding back the floodgates of pretty much everybody else, and is now starting to get ever closer to second place. Our running order: Yellow Eye, Cerulean, Yellow, Near It. Bumble has come up greatly. Snowstorm has fallen back to 6th. Pinky Panther, Starry, Shock, and Misty. Westby, our pole sitter, all the way back to 11th as Yellow Eye resets fastest lap and grows the advantage at the front of the field. Yellow Eye started this race back in 5th. Cerulean and Nerid, those two blue marbles, finding some space, running very similar lines. We've got a yellow flag. Hold on, we've got a red flag now. The race has been stopped. What is going on here? Oh, a piece of the safety fencing has come loose near the conveyor belt. The marbles are continuing to roll their way down the field here, and they are going to try to take it easy. The belt has been stopped. They are going to guide these marbles in. A piece of the track. You can see how dangerous that would be at racing speeds. These marbles just easing their way around that final turn. The field is frozen. So some of those overtakes that you may have seen on that red flag lap will not count, as race control will go back and look at the telemetry, the timing and scoring to make sure that the order is as it should be. Now what this will do is move Clementon to the back of the field. You can see some of the marbles here that are being helped down the track. Once they're up on that belt, it can be very difficult to get down. Those safety crews doing an excellent job of getting that wall back in place and making sure that the marbles are safe. So here is our second starting grid, as we will go from lights out and a standing start. After the red flag, it will be Yellow Eye in front of Cerulean, and then Nerid and Yellow. So these are the orders that we saw on lap 11 prior to the red flag, so no advantage will be gained. All right, ready to go. And we are rolling once again after the red flag. Yellow Eye was in the lead and is commanding that through the first sector. Once again, Cerulean in second. We'll see if anybody takes a lunge around the outside and tries to carry extra speed. Everybody moving through those moguls very nicely, and Cerulean has made the pass. Yellow Eye tries to go to the outside, but the door is shut. They come up the belt again, past that repaired wall that is there to keep the marbles safe. Thankfully, nobody injured when that came loose. Shock making a good move a little bit farther back. You saw it on the right edge of your screen. These marbles are so close together. Look at the moves that are being made down that backstretch. Cerulean takes a peek behind. There's Nerid going to the inside of Yellow Eye. Those top three are nose to tail. And look at on the entry to the belt. A bounce back for Cerulean sees that marble now in third place. Yellow Eye retakes the lead. We've got just a few laps to go. And that was a great move by Yellow Eye, and very unfortunate for Cerulean. Yellow Eye then can't get the speed under control and goes to the outside on the split, loses the lead. Tries to get it back here. That was almost the same move that we saw attempted last time. Everybody enters the belt cleanly this time. Maybe a little farther on back, Firo might have had some trouble. Coming off there, Cerulean commanding around the outside. Bumble is also trying to get in the mix. That marble started in ninth. Moves up into third. Down the drop they go. You'll see marbles getting a bit out of control sometimes. It'll be very tantalizing just to launch yourself off. But remember, you've got a race here. Contact between the top two. Just a couple of laps remaining. The gap is 2/10. Here's Nerid in the hunt, trying to win for the first time in Marbula One. Top three all shadowing each other. How close is this? Pinky Panther is also on the march from 13th on the grid. Nerid has the lead. Cerulean, Pinky Panther, Mallard has really come up. Bumble, Yellow Eye, Westby, Clementon, Yellow, and Slime Lime as we begin the final lap. It's Nerid, Cerulean, and Pinky Panther. Nerid trying to get the launch off, heading into the final sector. Here comes Cerulean, has caught the draft. On the straightaway, Nerid will win at the Momotorway. What a race that was, and amazingly, what a recovery from Clementon. From being stuck, bringing out a safety marble, being lapped, starting dead last with just a few laps to go, Clementon absolutely fought for that marble's life and got up to 7th position. Mallard also coming from 17th on the grid. That's notable as well. Congratulations to the Oceanics Nerid for winning a rather chaotic race at the Momotorway. Yellow Eye looked to be in control. The red flag changed everything. And all of a sudden, marbles had a renewed sense of vigor and began slicing their way through the field, weaving back and forth. You see that break may have made some marbles a bit too antsy. They paid for it. There was the run to the line. Oceanics are praising their marble, who ran a beautiful sprint race, essentially, to close this one out. Crazy Cat's Eyes do get fastest lap. Their lead in the overall standings is 9 points over the Snowballs. Snowballs had been leading this up until a race ago. Red Eye jumps to the top of the overall standings for the teams in front of Cerulean. And you can see those red numbers, how much marbles are moving back and forth. We'll see who the teams choose for the next outing, but celebrate this one or perhaps recover your wounds after what may have transpired there. Either way, no matter how your team did, this was an entertaining Grand Prix, as we thought it might be after the taste that we got in qualifying just yesterday. The Momotorway always delivers, maybe not for the home team necessarily, but for Marbula One overall. 4 races down in this tumultuous Marbula One season. Where will it go from here?